Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. Savannah Chrisley slams faked breast cancer claims against Julie. Savannah Chrisley has slammed claims against Julie Chrisley that suggest she was faking her breast cancer diagnosis. Fans were shocked to hear that someone would say this. However, Savannah did not hesitate to put the person in their place and let them know they were messed up for saying this. Julie Chrisley was recently released from prison. However, haters have been out to get the Chrisleys ever since. There is a lot to unfold and uncover. Keep reading to find out more about this situation. Todd and Julie Chrisley pardoned from federal prison. Todd and Julie Chrisley were in federal prison for tax evasion and fraud. However, they are still claiming that they never did this and were wrongfully accused. Savannah Chrisley was fighting for her parents' freedom the entire time. Fans thought she was wasting her time. However, it seemed to work out in her favor. Donald Trump pardoned Todd and Julie Chrisley. They are now out of prison and back with their family. This is something they were all waiting for 2.5 years. However, Savannah was determined to get her parents out and was not going to stop until they were free. She has stood by them throughout this entire journey. Fans are happy the Chrisleys are out of jail. Since the Chrisleys' release, they have been adjusting to life outside of prison. Todd has been on social media and making videos with his children. He has also been out and about to go shopping and eat. So he is adjusting well. However, Julie has not been doing this. She has been staying behind the scenes in a lot of it. Fans think she had it harder in prison than Todd did. She has not been seen in public or on social media much. However, she did just attend a conference with Savannah. In the end, fans are ecstatic that the two are out of prison. They are mainly happy for their children, who were without their parents for so long. Savannah Chrisley slams faking cancer claims against mom. A hater recently accused Julie Chrisley of faking her breast cancer diagnosis to get easier treatment in prison. However, this did not sit well with Savannah. She was not having people accuse her mother of faking cancer. This upset her greatly and is something she is not going to stand around and do nothing about. So, of course, she had her mother's back and defended her on her podcast. Fans backed her up in the comments and slammed the hater for doing that to her. It seems as though the claims that Julie Chrisley faked her breast cancer diagnosis did not sit well with Savannah Chrisley. This made her furious, and she made sure to let fans know that. Savannah has always had her parents' back and does not switch up on them. So it is not surprising that Savannah said what she did after these claims surfaced. In a week already marked by swirling controversy and emotional highs following former President Donald Trump's pardon of Todd and Julie Chrisley, Savannah Chrisley has come out swinging against the most bizarre and hurtful rumor yet, that her mother, Julie, faked a breast cancer diagnosis to gain sympathy during her federal fraud trial. The accusation originated from a viral TikTok video that's since racked up over 3 million views. In it, a self-described legal analyst speculated that Julie's cancer diagnosis, which was publicly documented years before the Chrisleys' trial, was exaggerated or even fabricated to win leniency from the courts. The claims were laced with conspiracy theories, screenshots of medical records with blacked-out names, and an off-the-rails voiceover suggesting the entire Chrisley family orchestrated a health crisis to manipulate public opinion. But Savannah Chrisley wasn't having it. The 26-year-old former Chrisley Knows Best star and current podcast host took to Instagram Live Thursday night to defend her mother with an unflinching combination while losing her hair. "I don't care how many followers you have. I don't care what your sources are," Savannah said, eyes rimmed with tears, but voice full of fire. "You're talking about a woman who fought for her life, Who held my hand while she lost her hair? Who showed up to chemo and still packed our lunches? And you have the audacity, the sheer nerve, to call that fake. Have you no soul? Savannah then held up a stack of documents, medical records, insurance forms, and photos of Julie from her treatment days. Sunken cheeks, hospital gown, IV in arm. Her voice cracked as she flipped through them. She didn't want anyone to know, Savannah said. She didn't want to be seen as weak. But now that she's being called a liar, fine, here it is. Look at the truth. My mother didn't use cancer for sympathy. She survived it. Julie Chrisley was diagnosed with breast cancer in 2012 and underwent a double mastectomy followed by chemotherapy. She was declared in remission before the Chrisley family's reality show ever aired. Over the years, she mentioned her journey only sparingly, typically during Breast Cancer Awareness Month or when supporting other women with the disease. Savannah continued, "This wasn't a PR stunt. This wasn't a defense strategy. She didn't walk into court waving a pink ribbon. She survived something most people wouldn't wish on their worst enemy. And if you think it's okay to weaponize that because you don't like how a court case turned out, you're beyond broken." Chrisley family supporters rally online. After Savannah's explosive live stream, fans and celebrities alike took to the comments to offer support. Sending love to Julie. Breast cancer isn't something you fake. It's something you survive, wrote former Real Housewives of Atlanta star Phaedra Parks. Another supporter, a breast cancer survivor named Angela R., commented, "I remember watching Julie on the show and thinking, she gets it. She always carried herself with grace and strength. I'm so sorry your family has to deal with this cruelty." Even Dancing with the Stars alum Cheryl Burke reposted Savannah's video, writing, "No one should have to defend their trauma like this." Rumor source identified, and it gets worse. Within hours, social media sleuths identified the TikTok creator behind the rumor, a woman who goes by Justice Seeker Jen, known for spinning tabloid speculation into true crime-style exposes. Her videos, often unverified and theatrically edited, have previously targeted stars like Britney Spears and Megan Fox. After facing backlash, Justice Seeker Jen doubled down in a follow-up video, saying, "The timing of Julie's diagnosis, her silence during trial, and sealed medical documents. That's a red flag. I never said she definitely faked cancer, just that it's worth questioning." Savannah addressed this directly. You don't get to question someone's medical trauma because you're bored or bitter or clout-hungry. If you truly think someone faked cancer, go to the authorities. Don't make TikToks. Don't spread trauma for clicks. That's not justice. That's exploitation. The aftermath. We've been through enough. While Julie Chrisley remains at home following her early release from prison due to the pardon, Savannah shared that her mom was devastated by the rumor. She saw the video, Savannah admitted, and she cried. Not because it hurt her pride, but because it hurt people who trusted her. Women in her survivor group called her, asking if it was true. That's what broke her. According to Savannah, Julie has since turned her pain into action. She's now planning to appear at a breast cancer fundraiser in Tennessee this fall and speak publicly about her journey for the first time in nearly a decade. She didn't want to relive that chapter, but now she feels like she has to, Savannah said. To remind people that cancer isn't a gossip topic, it's a war. Savannah's final words, "We're done being silent." Savannah ended her live stream with a powerful message. We've been through enough. We lost years to a legal battle. We lost time. We lost dignity. But we didn't lose each other. And now that my parents are home, we're done being silent. You want to know the truth? We'll show you. but don't ever mistake our grace for weakness again." With her voice steady and chin held high, Savannah signed off not with a tearful goodbye, but with a challenge.